Hi everyone, I'm your Snehal teacher from MCGM Virtual Training Center. Welcomes you in our today's English class. Children, today's session we will begin with a very cute picture. See, isn't it cute? A girl with a cute, very nice teddy bear. So, let's read the sentence. Who is she? Sarah has a big teddy bear. So she is Sarah and she is sitting with her big teddy bear. Big teddy bear. Oh, one more very beautiful teddy bear. So Alicia has bigger teddy bear than Sarah. Sarah has a big teddy bear and Alicia has bigger teddy bear than Sarah. The next picture, oh my god, such a big teddy bear. Can we say big teddy bear? No? Then how should we say? Let's read it. Ria has biggest of all. So Sarah has big teddy bear. Alicia has bigger than Sarah. And Ria has biggest of all. See children, here we have selected one thing, that is a teddy bear. And these three girls have different size of teddy bear. And we are comparing the sizes of these teddy bears. Okay. So it is known as the degree of comparison of adjectives. Here we have chosen an adjective big. So we are comparing Sarah's teddy bear, Alicia's teddy bear and Ria's teddy bear. And you have seen that in every example the degree has been changed. It is known as comparison degree. So in today's session we are going to learn about the degree of comparison of adjectives with amples of examples, and we are going to learn many more rules about it. So let's start with the degrees of comparison of adjectives. So here comes our first picture with first sentence. Sarah has a big teddy bear. Look at the word big. In this sentence, first the adjective big is in its simple form. A very simple form. Big teddy bear. That's it. It is called positive degree. Very simple sentence. Sarah has a big teddy bear. Here we have not compared with any other things. It is in simple form. So it is called a positive degree. Sarah has a big teddy bear. We have seen that it is in simple form, so it is called a positive degree, and the positive degree is used to refer to one object. Look at that word, one object, one person or one place without making any comparison. Here we are not comparing with any other thing. It is just we are stating something. Okay? Any one object, any one person or any one place. It is known as positive degree. Then some more examples of positive degree. When we speak about only one person or thing, we use the positive degree. For example, this house is big. Here we are not comparing with any other house, but we are just talking about one house. Or, he is a tall student. We are not comparing him, but we are stating he is a tall student. This flower is beautiful. He is an intelligent boy. So all these examples shows us that here only one person or thing we are talking about. Okay, is that clear? Now let's see the next sentence. Alicia has bigger teddy bear than Sarah. Bigger. Now here see the word has been changed. So in this sentence too, this adjective bigger refers to a higher degree. Big, bigger. Now this is higher degree. We are adding something in that. When there is a comparison of two nouns, here two nouns, Sarah's teddy bear and Alicia's teddy bear. Okay. So here a comparison between two nouns, then it is called a comparative degree. When we are comparing two things, then it is called a comparative degree. When we are not comparing anything, that is positive, and when we are comparing two things, it is called the comparative degree. And when we write the comparative degree, we use ER. See here, big, and for that we have added ER. Okay, bigger. So ER is added to the basic adjective. Now there is one more G. I am going to explain that rule in some next few moments. So let's read some more sentences about comparative degree. As I said, comparative degree is used to compare two things that are not equal. Sarah's teddy bear big and Alicia's is bigger than that. So size is not equal, not same. So here comes some more examples. Aditya runs faster than Anush. We have added ER. Just look at that. Fast is the basic adjective and we have added ER, so it has become the example of comparative degree. This exercise is easier than the last one. Here we are comparing two exercises. So this exercise is easier than the last one. Sania works harder than her brother. So here comparison between Sania and brother. Okay. Let's read the last sentence. Ria has biggest of all. Sarah has a big teddy bear, Alicia has bigger than that, and Ria has biggest of all those three teddy bears. So in this sentence 3 or third, the adjective biggest refers to a highest degree of comparison. Highest degree of one with more than two nouns. We have seen in positive we are not comparing with anything. In comparative degree we are comparing two nouns, and in superlative or in the next degree we are comparing more than two. So this degree is called superlative degree. And here est is added to the basic adjective. Basic adjective is big and we have added est and we have formed in superlative form. So positive, comparative and superlative. Let's see some more examples of superlative degree. Amit is the tallest boy in the family. Tallest. Tall is the basic adjective. We have added est and it is a superlative degree. She is the youngest employee of all the employees in this office. Youngest. This exercise is the easiest one. Easiest. Easy, easiest. So where you can see est, so that those examples are of superlative degrees. So just now we have seen three types of degrees or three forms of degrees. Positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Here you can see big, bigger, biggest. That's what we have learned now. Positive, comparative and superlative degree. Now we will learn some rules about these degrees. We add ER and EST to most one or two syllable words that end in consonants. Consonants here you know, vowel and consonants you all have learned. A, E, I, O, U. These are five vowels and rest of the letters are consonants. So here you can see G. So G is a consonant over here. So we add ER in comparative and we add est in superlative form. See here, small, smaller, smallest. Next rule, when the positive ends in E, we add only R and st to the adjective. For example, see the rule, when the positive ends means positive degrees, end in E, then we add only R. Just now we have seen that we have to add ER and EST. But if it ends in E, then no need of adding one more E. You can only add R and ST to the adjective. For example, see the tree, large. At the end of that word, it is E. So if you want to show in comparative degree, we will see how we will show that. Now this tree is larger. So here L-A-R-G-E, E is already there. So we have just added R. See, we have not added ER, but just R over here. And in superlative form, largest. Large, L-A-R-G-E, E was there at the end of this word, and we have just added ST over here. Okay? So that is the rule. When the positive ends in E, we have to add only R or ST to the adjective while forming comparative and superlative degree. Okay? Let's learn the next rule. When the positive ends in consonants plus Y, consonants plus Y, we should drop the Y and add IER and IEST. What's that? Suppose at the end of the word, it is Y, consonant plus Y. Then we have to drop that Y. For example, see here, happy. Okay. Now here is P is consonant. It is not vowel, it is a consonant. And at the end of that word is Y. So while forming comparative degree, how we will write it? The next degree is, this is happy, but it is more happier. Okay. So happier, happier. See here. We have dropped this Y and we have added IER. Instead of only ER, we drop that Y and we have added here IER. And in superlative form, you can see the most happier face. So that is happiest. Positive, comparative and superlative. So here we have dropped Y and we have added IEST. So when the positive ends in consonant plus Y, here it should be consonant, okay? Then we have to drop that Y and we have to add IER in comparative degree and IEST in superlative degree. Got it clear? Let's move to the next rule. When the positive is a word of one syllable that ends in vowel plus consonant, we double the ending consonant. See, listen it very carefully and try to understand. When the positive is a word of one syllable that ends in vowel plus consonant, then we have to double the ending consonant and then add ER and EST. For example, hot. Now it is a hot day, we say. See here, vowel. O is a vowel and T is a consonant. Okay. So one syllable, only one syllable word, and it has a vowel and a consonant as well. Then how to form a comparative degree adjective? Just see. Now it is degree has been increased. It is more hot than yesterday. So we can say it is hotter today. Hotter. See the word H-O-T. We have double the ending consonant. So it was a T consonant over here and we have added one more T. And then ER. Hot, hotter. And in superlative form, it is hottest day. Hottest. So we have doubled the consonant and add est as per our superlative degree rule. Okay. So hot, hotter, hottest. When there is a vowel and there is a consonant, so you have to double the consonant and then add er and est to the basic adjective. Okay. Clear? The next rule, when the positive is long, a long word, that is a word of two or more syllables, we add more and most before the adjective to form comparative and superlative degrees. See, till yet we have seen that we have to add er or est. But here, when the word is long word, that it has two or more syllables, then we are not going to add er or est, but we use some different word, more and most. For example, wonderful. There are more, two or more syllables. Wonderful. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. So here we are not going to write wonderfuler or wonderfulest, but we will write more wonderful and most wonderful. Syllables you have already learned. So here I am not going to explain what are syllables and how to find it out from the word. So here just we are reading about the rules of degrees. So you can remember this rule also, that when there is a word of two or more syllables, don't write er or est with the basic adjective but add more and most. We will see one more example. Courageous. We have read this word in Androcles and the Lion's lesson. So he was a courageous man. In comparative form, more courageous, and in superlative form, most courageous. And the next rule is that for some adjectives, the comparative and superlative degrees are formed by using completely different words. Here we are not going to add er, not est, not more, not most, but we are going to use completely different words. We have to practice with this rule with amples of examples. But here I'm just going to show you one or two, but you can find out more of such adjectives with the completely different words. Many or much. In comparative form, it is more. And in superlative form, it's most. Then good. You know this word, familiar to you. Better, best. Okay. So these types of words, we are not going to add er or est, not more and most, but they have completely different forms or words with them as a comparative and superlative degree. Dear children, till yet we have seen so many rules about positive, comparative and superlative degrees, how to write and different types, when to use IER, IEST, when to drop Y, then when to write EREST, when to add more and most and so on. But while learning these, we should learn those things also, what we should avoid, what we shouldn't do. Let's see the rule. Double comparison. Never do double comparison. That is, do not use ER and more to form the comparative degree. Do not use ER and more at the same time, or do not use EST and most to form the superlative degree. For example, this sentence, see the wrong sentence. His eyes were more bluer than yours. Do not use more and bluer at the same time in one sentence. in comparative degree, or that was the most hardest test I have ever taken. So don't use most and hardest est at the same time in one sentence. So that is wrong. So in this way, in today's session, we have learned what is positive, comparative and superlative degree, and we have learned many rules about it. So I hope you have got the rules of the comparative and superlative degree. You watch this video again and again, and you find out your own examples and do the activity from your textbook also. So that's all for today. See you next session. Till then, bye bye. Thank you so much. See you in next session.